Hey guys, it's Bennett. I'm back with another PSA submission that's come back to me. You'll excuse the scratches in my voice. I've been a little under the weather, as I know a lot of people have of late. I'm feeling much better, but I know I don't sound great, so please excuse it. I hope everybody's having a happy holiday so far. As in the past, all I've done is I've taken it out of its outer box. We're going to open it up, and I have not looked at these grades as per usual. So you're going to see them as I see them. Let's get them out of the box. This is a 19 card sub. I'll put that down there. Okay, let's take a look at what we got. We have a mix of vintage and modern in here. So we're going to go through them and see how we did. Okay, this is a 63 Aaron that got a 6. That's a nice looking card. There you go. I'll take that. And it's followed by a, what year is this? I think it's a 57 Clemente, if I'm not mistaken. A 60 Clemente, excuse me. There we go. That got a 6 as well. All right, I'll always take 6s on these cards. They're nice grades. It's followed by another Clemente. This is a 66, which also got a 6. Okay, we're getting 6s across the board on our vintage. That's not bad. We'll put those over there. This is a Charizard. This is from 99. This is the TV edition Charizard. Obviously hoping for a 10 on this. Any of these cards from the late 90s are always more valuable for the Charizard. Of course, the original series of cards, the first edition, are by far and away the most valuable. And these are not those cards anyway. These are from the TV series. That they were cards they produced with the images and the graphics from the TV series. So that got a 9. In a 10, this is a pretty valuable card, but I'll take a 9, and my son will certainly be very happy. Put that over there. Oh, yeah. Okay, so this is Paul Hornung. I think this is a Hornung Hornung rookie. Yes, so it's a 57 Paul Hornung, which got a 4.5. That's a pretty good grade, actually. That's a little bit better than I was expecting on this card. That's a cool card. I like old Topps football. There's Alan Amici from 55. I think that might be Amici's rookie as well. The horse was the Colts' first draft choice. Yep. So that's an Alan Amici rookie. I got a 6.5. That's a much better grade than I was anticipating. I guess the folks at PSA, whoever's grading this, felt a little friendly. And then I think most of what's left is modern. Well, if you can call it Derek Carr rookie modern. There are a bunch of different variations of this card. There's one, as there were of all of these rookies when this product came out. There's ones where they're throwing. There's ones where they're standing. There's ones where there's stands in the background, no stands in the background. This is him in the red jersey, and it got a 10. Very good. Okay. He's having a pretty good year. The Raiders have been resurgent, certainly over the last few weeks. Josh Jacobs has been a monster. Devontae Adams has really changed that offense, and after a slow start, they've really come on. These next few, or not these next few, but I know I have some soccer cards in here, which is good timing with the World Cup wrapping up in a couple of days. This is Kevin De Bruyne from 18 World Cup Prism, and it got a 10. Very nice. It's not the silver, but it's still a nice card to have. It's a good player. This is a Michael Pittman, Jonathan Taylor dual auto out of Origins. This was low numbered, if memory serves. Let's see how we did. Oh, we got a 10. Yep, that's 3 out of 10. And the auto got a 10. These cards are really hard to 10, so this is a really cool grade. Pittman is having a really good year. It helps now that he has a quarterback back in the lineup, although the team is struggling. Taylor is struggling a little bit, but he's come on of late, so let's hope. I have some really big, or what would have been really big Jonathan Taylor cards had he kept that up. Here's a card that I certainly wouldn't send in now. It's Kyler Murray. I got a 10. It's his Prism rookie. Again, it's the base Prism rookie. If I had this to do over again, I certainly wouldn't send this card in, but here it is, and it's a 10. We'll see if Murray ever, and here's another one. We'll see if he ever comes back into it. This was the bronze, his Donruss Optic. This was a 9. I think this submission went in after the Cardinals got off to the start they got off to last season. This took a while to get back to me. So it's funny, I'm sure this happens to you too, as you put these submissions together, you try to put together the hottest cards, but then oftentimes PSA takes, months and months and months, sometimes up to a year to get these things back to you. And, what are they really worth? Would you have subbed them if you knew then what you know now? And Kyler Murray is a perfect example. Can't stay healthy. Even when he's healthy, his play on the field has been subpar, and his attitude and the way that he responds to criticism has been far from inspiring, giving you any indication that he's going to be anything that maybe some of us, including myself, thought he was going to be when I sent this card in. Lamar Jackson's another guy. Here's a Lamar Jackson. This should be a rookie, or else I'm imagining I wouldn't have sent it in. Can't stay healthy, can't stay on the field. An incredible talent when he's on the field. But I got a 10. That's his base. It's a nice card. There's another Lamar Jackson. This is his rated rookie. Looks like I did the same thing. Well, that was a select, but essentially the same thing with Kyler Murray. That's his pink, got a 10. That's a cool card. That's a nice card. I mean, Lamar Jackson's going to put up numbers, and he, unlike Murray, is going to at least try to play the game the right way, and he's not going to throw his teammates under the bus, which is always a good sign. So there's Lamar Jackson. This is a Stan Musial. I like this card. I don't know offhand. I don't remember where I got it, but this is a Musial. This is a 48 Bowman Musial. I'm really hoping for something in the 3 to 4 range. Let's see how we did on this one. I've got a 4. Very cool. This is a really cool card. I like this card. Stan the Man. It's funny how in modern baseball you don't hear his name mentioned with some of the greats of the game, the way it probably was when I was a kid. But Stan Musial, I mean, just hearing my father talk about Stan Musial. Here's a timely one. Here's Messi and Suarez. This was out of a product, so this was for Barca, FC Barcelona. Messi obviously is in the finals against France. He's trying to win his first World Cup final, probably his first World Cup title in his last World Cup appearance. So this was to 50. So again, you've heard me say in the past when we're dealing with Michael Jordan or Wayne Gretzky or, I don't know, any of the greats of the game, you get a card that's numbered, you grade it. Tom Brady's another example. So this was Messi. This one got a 9. That's still a cool card. I like that card. I like these cards. I like that insert within that set. And here's another guy that's timely to have. That's funny. That's funny. Obviously, I don't know a tremendous amount about soccer, and knowing this sub was going to come back with Argentina and France playing each other, but this is Mbappe. That's from 19. This is from Topps Chrome. That got a 10. That's a nice card. His value is only going to go up and up and up. And if France somehow repeats as World Cup champions, forget it. This guy takes his place in the pantheon of soccer stars at that point. He's going to hear him mentioned with with Messi and with Ronaldo and with Pele and all those guys, the timeless wonders, and he's still young, so God only knows what he's going to be able to do. But Mbappe, he's a real star of that game. These last 3 are T206. I have an obsession with this set. I have this dream of building the master set one day, which I think the master set, if you don't know, is about 2,000 cards. When you deal with all the different backs, all the different variations of the players, and you take out the Wagner and one of the other ridiculous short prints, because that's not considered part of the master set, even though obviously being the most valuable and sought after card in the set, it is important. It's recognized that it's so hard to find that you can create a master set of approximately 2,000 cards without it. Now, that said, these cards are still incredibly valuable and they're expensive. So to create that set, these are all relatively low grades. But when I get them, I do grade them. I do send them to PSA, occasionally to SGC, but I normally send them to PSA because these cards are 100 plus years old. I'll turn this over as I'm looking at it, as I'm talking to you. This is George Stovall. It's 2, and as you see, it says batting, so there'll be a variation of him fielding. And I think there's one more variation of this card. And then on the back, you have the Piedmont back, but there's also, I think there's 6 or 7 other backs in varying degrees of rarity that these all come in. So there's Polar Bear, which is a much rarer back. Piedmont is one of the most common. Anyway, so that's a fantasy of mine is to complete that collection someday, but it would require resources that may be beyond my reach. Anyway, so these are all T206s that I had graded. So that's George Stovall. That's Viva Lindemann, which got a 1. Again, the grade on these, it'd be great to get higher grades. I mean, as you can see, this card is in terrible shape. The corners, there's a crease down the middle that I don't know if you can see. There's a bit of paper loss on the back. I'm just thrilled to have these cards. I mean, these cards were produced 110 years ago. It's just, think about it. There's a 110-year-old piece of cardboard that was stuffed into a pouch with tobacco, with loose tobacco. It's amazing they survived it all. So to have these pieces of history protected like this is important to me. And the last one is Mickey Doolin. So here's a variation of him fielding. And it's funny, see the 2.5? They don't give out half grades that often at PSA anymore, but they still do with these. They still do with these T206s. I think it's a recognition of the fact that many of them, or most of them, are going to be in low grade and the populations aren't tremendous, and that half a grade difference is important with these older cards. So I see these more in the older cards. You almost never see them in modern cards anymore, modern grades from PSA. Anyway, that is my PSA submission. Thank you very much for watching. I have another small submission coming back. I think it's coming in the mail today, which has a card that I'm pretty excited about it in. So I'll get that broken out and loaded up probably in the next couple of days. I want to thank Sophia for the addition of this little lovely Christmas tree to our set here. And I want to encourage you guys, if you haven't already, to subscribe. I'm going to be doing a subscription drive of sorts. I'm going to do a separate video on that where I'm going to be giving away some signed memorabilia when we hit certain benchmarks. Also, if you can hit the like button, it helps. And leave me a comment. Let me know what's going on with your collection. Let me know if you see anything in my collection that interests you. I'm always open for a trade. And if I don't see you before then, happy holidays to everyone. And I'll catch you soon.